Hard to believe that was a year ago. A year ago today, in fact, it was the start of the end of the longest war in American history. The Afghanistan withdrawal is also one of the most controversial moments for the U.S. military. We saw that dramatic footage, the images of thousands of Afghani people crowding airports, desperate to escape the country. Over 120,000 were evacuated from Kabul in just 17 days, and a dozen service members were killed ahead of the catastrophic takeover by the Taliban.
Yeah, but not everyone has been able to leave that country. Here in West Michigan, one man originally from Afghanistan is fighting to get his family to the U.S., and it comes after several loved ones, of course, during that war, were killed there in recent years.
He has been camped outside the federal building in downtown Grand Rapids since the end of July, trying to get the attention of a lawmaker who can help him. Our Michael Martin has his story.
I will stay here even if I die. I need to rescue my family.
Raymond Rice was born in Afghanistan back in 1984. His family would flee to Iran after Raymond's brother was shot and killed atop their home. But another one of his brothers would be killed in Iran, prompting Raymond to leave for Hong Kong and eventually to the United States in 2015.
I have family here. I have wife, I have kids, I have mortgage. I work every day 12 to 14 hours, 6 days a week to make a living in this country and support my family back in Iran.
Raymond's father at one point returned to the family's property in Afghanistan. Soon, his brother and sister would join him there, but his father would be killed, and his siblings were forced to return to Iran when the United States pulled out of Afghanistan in 2021.
I sent them all this letter 7-8 months ago and sent them lots of email in hope of they give me response what they want to do for my family after they pull out from Afghanistan. But none of them, they responded me.
After no response from lawmakers, he launched a hunger strike on July 18th.
I'm living on water. I already lost almost 25 pounds, but I will stay here because I have goals.
As of Tuesday, he has been out front of the federal building in Grand Rapids for 43 days.
Because I think it's enough. My family spent 35 years without any education, without any document, stateless in third world country.
He hopes that a West Michigan politician will see his efforts and help to bring his family members here to begin a better life.
Our government, besides taking just my taxes and taking my votes, they need to do something, what they promised for the American people.
Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.
And right now, Raymond is still on his hunger strike, still sitting in downtown Grand Rapids.
He says he won't leave until he gets a response from lawmakers.